New York Knicks have been looking forward to a playoff showdown with Michael Jordan since, well, last May when the Bulls knocked them out of the '96 playoffs. So with that very rematch now just one singular game within their reach, might the Knicks actually look past the Miami Heat Wednesday night? Not if Larry Johnson has his say. That's not good basketball. That's not veteran basketball. That's something rookies think about. This thing is far from over. Boy, was he ever right. Game 5 in the Shark Tank. First half, the Knicks going strong. Charlie Ward to Buck Williams. The Knicks led by as many as 4 in the second quarter, and they're thinking of hanging out late night in the Wiener Circle in Chicago. The Miami Heat, perhaps thinking of hot dogs themselves, shot only 30% in the first half. P.J. Brown, however, put the Heat up by 1 at the half on plays like that. Third quarter, Rashawn Leonard heating up, hitting the 3, and then Leonard, the tough fall-away jumper and the foul. 12 points for Leonard in the third quarter. Heat up 7 after 3. Fourth quarter, Willie Anderson coming off the bench. Productive, 9 points, puts it in there. Heat up 73-65, but the Knicks rally behind their bench, in specific John Starks. The sweet reverse layup. Starks led the Knicks with 21 points, and then Starks feeds Allen Houston, which is a good thing because he was hungry for a 3. Knicks down only by 3. Let's go back to Game 4 now. Remember that time when Tim Hardaway did not dive on the loose ball? Charles Oakley did, led to good things for the Knicks. Well, back to Game 5. Hardaway gets on the floor this time for the loose ball, finds Leonard for the wide-open 3. Heat up 79-72. And with the Heat up by a dozen, we're getting a little ticky-tack. Charles Oakley and Zoe get at it. Oakley, the gate. And now we're going to flat-out play the feud. With Tim Hardaway at the line, watch P.J. Brown and Charlie Ward. P.J. later on said that he thought Ward was going for his knees, so why not throw him on the floor on top of photographers? Could you imagine if Eugene Amos was at the bottom of this pile? 1-800-LAWYERS, hello. Pat Riley, Jeff Van Gundy getting involved, making sure no one's going to get suspended for the next game. Instead, Ward, Brown, and Starks all got the gate in this one. Back to the game. Your final score is 96-81. Leonard, who had been 10 for 31 for the series, shot 8 for 11 in this game. He scored 21. P.J. Brown with 18 points and 12 boards before mopping the floor with Charlie Ward. John Starks, as we said, led the Knicks with 21 before he got the gate. We can only hope Rod Thorne had his beeper on. Suspension's no doubt imminent. Regardless of who's going to play, Riley's looking forward to a Game 6.
It's a pressure game for them. They've got to win. I've been there in those 6 games, and we've lost a few of them. And so, I mean, they're going to come hard. The Garden will be all hopped up, but we're going up to win. You know, I mean, if we didn't want to continue to play and not go back to Madison Square Garden, we would have, punched the clock tonight. But our guys want to win.
We gave them life tonight. We did. They came out. They were struggling. If we would have played good basketball, we would have had a chance to have a little cushion in the second half. But we just did not play well. And the unfortunate thing about the things that happened at the end of the game is it took away from, and it will take away from the focus being on how poorly we played tonight.
The second half of this game was a different half and a different story from Miami. The Heat were 9 points away from doubling their first half output, nearly shooting 60% from the field after halftime. The Heat fashioned back-to-back 30-point quarters, the first time either team broke the 30-point barrier for a quarter in this series.
In the Miami arena, do or die for the Heat, and did they ever? They lost the first quarter, then won the next 3, including that decisive 4th round of this skirmish. They out-3-pointed them 8-3. They out-rebounded them 52-44, and Larry Johnson and Charlie Ward both went 0 for 4 from the floor, so now there will be a Game 6 Friday at New York.
It was only a matter of time until the Knicks and Heat series overheated into a public relations nightmare, to wit, a bench-clearing scrum in front of a row of potentially litigious photographers, and right in the middle of it all was P.J. Brown, this year's winner of the NBA J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award. I guess Brown was just saying hello to fellow citizen Charlie Ward. We check in with David Aldridge ringside.
I knew that this series was going to be a dogfight, not literally speaking.
Who knew? Who could have predicted this, even between these two teams? But with 153 left in a game the Heat had to have, all hell broke loose.
You look at the film, it clearly shows that Charlie Ward was trying to go after my knees.
I was boxing out like I usually do on our free throws, and they're saying I'm trying to take out his knees, which is not true.
He was not trying to do a normal block out. He was just trying to take me out, and trying to play football, and I just protected myself and picked him up and got the man off my knees.
The reason why it got so out of hand is that everybody from the Knicks bench came, and you couldn't get to the combatants.
It was said, I guess, that by Miami that we had started it. What I saw was P.J. Brown body slam Charlie Ward. I cannot believe that this league has come to where 6'11" guys are picking on 6-foot guys and just without regard to bodily injury.
Got slammed also.
Yeah, WWF, but I was just trying to defend myself, and I ended up getting on the bottom because I'm the smallest guy.
I mean, they can say what they want to say. I mean, the kind of stuff those guys do, it rubs off on all of them, so I don't believe in all that choir boy image type stuff.
The rule is quite specific on this. Players who leave their bench area during a fight have to be suspended without pay for 1 game. The next game. Now it's up to Vice President of Operations Rod Thorne to decide who and how people play in Game 6.
They need to be concerned about losing a whole bunch of people. I saw a whole bunch of people come off their bench. And, Ewing, Starks, Larry Johnson. It's going to be very interesting to see what Rod Thorne does. Very.
And it's pretty much going to set the tone of how the game on Friday is going to be called. And the referee's going to probably be whistle happy.
They're going to try to intimidate us, but, we got to go in there with a you attitude, and that's it. You got to go up there and play basketball.